Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing my face on your screen, my name is Nsongora Willie. I am an international student in France. I share content on master's application, my life as an international student in France. I also share other useful content like this one I'm going to be sharing with you today. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you some major documents that it's a must you must have if you are thinking of studying abroad, be it in France or whichsoever country that you're thinking of going to study. It's very important that you have these documents that I'll be sharing with you. So if you're applying to study in 2024 or whatsoever year you're applying to study, try to get this document ready so that whenever the opportunity comes or whenever you're ready to start applying, it will be easier for you. The first document that it's a must for you to have is your international passport. Of course, it's very important. It's your means of identification. I know in different places it could take different times in different countries. I don't know how long it takes in your country for you to get your international passport. So that's why instead of you to wait till last minute for you to apply, it's better you have it earlier on. You apply for this international passport and have it at hand, just to avoid any form of delays. So please try and apply for international passport. Even if you don't want to study abroad or whatsoever thing, it's good for you to have your international passport. What if you have an international opportunity? How are you going to do without your international passport? Are you going to miss out? So please get your international passport, please. The second document that you must have is your certificate from your previous study. It could be your certificate or a kind of attestation, if I say it in French. Attestation to show that you have finished school. It could be like a statement of results, an official document to show that you went to school and that you successfully finished and passed all your courses. Just try and have this even if you don't have your certificate. Like I mentioned, a statement of results or attestation to show that you completed your studies. The third document that you should have is actually your academic transcript. Your academic transcript shows the list of courses that you were taught during your previous studies. So it kind of helps to know your eligibility for the current program that you are going for. So please try and organize your try and have your academic transcript at hand. And if you're unable to have this, for me, like I've mentioned in several of my videos, I actually use my unofficial transcript. It could be like your personal transcript or whatsoever, but the transcript I used to apply to my school, it was actually an unofficial transcript. So guys, don't say because it could take you long to get your official transcript, you're going to procrastinate or just keep waiting till whenever the academic transcript is going to be ready. You can actually use an unofficial transcript, and if you need help on how to prepare an unofficial transcript, you can actually reach out to me. Check my YouTube on the about tab. You're going to see how to talk to me or talk with me. So reach out to me. I could always share with you how I did mine. I could always share with you the template from my school, although it might not be the same school, but you could tweak it to what suits your own school. So please don't allow your transcript to hold you back from preparing for your application or applying. The next thing is actually proof of language proficiency. So if the program you want to study, they'll be teaching in English and you're from an English speaking country, it's not really necessary that you must do write IELTS, TOEFL and all those things. Of course, they're going to mention it as part of the requirements for admission, but it's not a must that you write it. You can always submit any proof of language proficiency to just show that, okay, you can speak this language. For me, I did not use it. Okay, so you could always use your get from your school to show that, okay, a proof to show that you're taught in English. Or if you're from West Africa, for example, you could use your WAEC result or any document that shows a kind of a proof that you're taught in English language. You can even go ahead to message the school about it, if it's become an hindrance for you that you're taught in English and so on. But if you're coming to study in another language like French, or you're even going to study in English, but then you don't speak English or you don't speak French from your country, then it's necessary that you have these certifications, or you have to sit for an exam, to just kind of prove that, yeah, you can speak French, for example. The next important document that you must have is actually your motivation letter or your statement of purpose. This document is actually very important because it's actually what shows your capabilities. You're telling the story of why you should be considered for that program. The statement of purpose or your motivation letter is actually really important. Even if you don't like writing essays or you don't like writing too much grammar or English, you could always check online on templates on how to write it, and you script something down. You just write something, and you could always have a friend or someone to help you to modify it or to go through it for you and to give you ideas. Don't allow it to be like a limitation for you. Trust me, I don't like it as well, but I started getting used to it. So it's just for you to sit down and start. The difficult part is always with starting the statement of purpose. I can relate to it. But once you start it, once you have written something, one paragraph, the second paragraph, before you know, you'll be done with it. And you could always share it to another person, give it to another eye to help you look at it and review it and see if it makes sense, you understand? So please try and get your statement of purpose ready. And once you have one statement of purpose or motivation letter, it's very easy for you to modify it for other applications. You see, that's why I'm saying the most difficult part is for you to start. But once you start it and you have this document, it's easier to modify or to change it and and just keep using it. So please try and have this. The next thing is actually your reference letters. So even if you don't have your reference letters is immediately, like you don't have it at hand, it's good that at least you know this person that you would like them to serve as your referee. So try to reach out to them on time because they could have their own schedule. So it's better maybe 1 month before your application deadline, reach out to them, let them know ahead. Oh, please, I need this. I will need this document from you. I'm trying to apply for this program. And please reach out to someone that you know is going to speak good of you. Tell them about the program you are going to you're going for, and let them write something for you. Please, like I said, reach out to someone that can speak good for you. It can be from your school or it can be from work, but if it's for masters, I think it's better for you to have an academic referee, but it doesn't really, I don't think it matters. So you could always have a professional referee or so on, but please reach out to them ahead of time to avoid any delays so you don't miss out on any of your deadlines. So please, the earlier the better. Start thinking of someone right now. The next thing is actually your CV. Your CV is actually very important as well. Just like when you're applying for a job, you have a CV. Even when you're applying for your masters, you have a CV. At least in Europe, as I know of, you will always be asked to submit a CV. I think even in UK, yes, you always be asked to submit a CV. So please start, brushing your CV. The things that are not necessary, the things that are not related to your program, you don't need to put it. But if it's related to like very important key work experiences, then you could always put them. Especially if the work experiences relate to the course you are going for. For example, you want to change your course, maybe from, let's say, from chemistry to data analysis, and then you have worked as a data analyst or you have taken a program or certifications in data analysis. It's actually very, very important that you list these things, you put it in your CV to show them, okay, I did chemistry, but then I have this experience that qualifies me for this master's and I have what it takes for it. So please start getting your CV ready, brush it. When it's academic CV, you can actually always put your CGPA from your bachelor's, especially if it's a good one. But if it's not a good one, I don't really think it's important. Just skip that part. But if it's like a very high CGPA, so please put it there. Just show it and let it speak for you. All right. The next thing that you should also think of having is like a project description or a project portfolio. Sorry, especially if it's like a research master's you're going for. Sometimes you'll be asked to write a research proposal, for example. So if it's those kind of things that needs skills, I don't know, it's good to have a portfolio that just puts you ahead, especially if it's in a school or it's in an environment that you have like limited slots for the program. You could always have this project portfolio. It could come in handy during your application process. So you could think of this. It's not like mandatory for me. When I was applying, I did not need it. I did not need that. So like I said, it might not be necessary for the course you're applying for, but then if you think it's something that might come in handy for you, be useful, you could always think of it. But I don't think it's mandatory. I'm just giving it as an extra. Guys, I don't want this video to be a long one. I've already exhausted all the important documents that you should start having it ready or getting them ready. And like I mentioned, if you want to reach out to me, if you need assistance in something, I'm not going to help you to write any statement of purpose. No, like I said, I don't like essays at all. But if you need help, like for example, in how to prepare the informal transcript, like I mentioned, reach out to me. I could always help you out. So just try to book a slot on my calendar, and hopefully I'm free and I'm going to do that for you. I'll show you how to go about it. All right. And if you have any questions or if there are other documents that you think I forgot to mention, please mention it in the comments section. Or if you have any question, please do well to comment, interact. And if you like this video and you have not still liked it, come on, what is that? please like this video so that it could have the visibility to help promote the channel, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video. Bye. The next thing is actually proof of language proficiency.